Moving
I
to the game,
definitely don't.
one of the best games of Sunday, probably the best game of Sunday. Dallas Cowboys going to Miami to play the Dolphins. 51% of the bets on the Dolphins, kind of split. 74% of the money on Dallas. Very, very interesting that so many people love Dallas here. Obviously you want to back, I guess the money's backing them because they're going to be undervalued after coming off a massive loss to the Bills. And there's Tyreek Hill questions for the Dolphins. I genuinely think he's going to play. I don't really know the status of his injury, but with everything that's going on,
my fantasy team needs it.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, in my fantasy league as well. I know he wants to get to 2,000 yards. I don't think he's going to let something like this keep him out for more than one game. So that's just my personal opinion. Moving to game script wise, the Dolphins are 4-1 in their last 5, coming off a 30-0 rout of the Jets. I think the Cowboys are very, very hungry, and that's one of the reasons I think the money is smacking Dallas. Obviously, they have something to prove after beating the Eagles, and it's been this whole discussion on the Cowboys of can they beat the good teams, and even the Eagles now are being touted as a questionable team, and then they go to lose and get destroyed by the Bills. Now they got to go into Miami and play the Dolphins. So I understand that there's a big bounce back mentality here. I think the discourse around Dallas camp and probably their media is we have to win this game. This is a must win. Whereas on the Jets or the Dolphins side, they just beat the Jets 30-0, and no one's kind of this is a must win game. So I think that's why you see so much money on the Cowboys. But if Tyreek Hill plays, I don't think anyone can keep up with the Miami offense.
DJ, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you name any team? Oh, I already spoiled it. I already spoiled the question. Can you name all the teams that the Dolphins have beat that have had a winning record this season?
The Bills.
No, they lost to the Bills 48-20. They also lost to the Eagles 31-17. They also, lost to the Chiefs 21-14. And of course, they have that Titans loss. They haven't beaten anybody with a record of over 500 this season. And now they are favored against a Dallas team that before last week's game, everyone was like, oh my God, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Have they all forgotten about the Niners? But that is what Cowboys media hype will do to you. According to PFF, the Dolphins had the 30th strength of schedule. Now, obviously, that stat is a little interesting. You probably see different numbers on different sites. People measure it in different ways, all of that. But 30th is pretty damn low. The other thing here is that I really believe in this Dallas defense. I think that Dak is having an awesome season, obviously, right? That's why his name's been thrown around at the top of the MVP conversation with Brock Purdy. I hope Purdy wins it. I think he deserves the most. But I'm more concerned about Dak's level of play than I am with the defense, because I think the defense is going to be great against this Dolphins offense. And the reason why, or one of the key reasons why, is we're going to go back to the passer rating stuff. So Tua in a clean pocket, 117.5 passer rating this season. Tua under pressure, 60.1. 60.1 for Tua, who runs the best offense in the NFL. And that's not going to, he's going to be having a lot of that under pressure situation because the left guard, the center, the right guard, all of them are below a 55 overall rating according to PFF. They're going against one of the best defensive fronts and are going to have nightmares against Micah Parsons. They're going to have nightmares against Lawrence. There's just so many mismatches that I see here where you got Waddle up against Gilmore, who's had a bit of a resurgence. Gilmore was not that great with the Colts last year, but looks a lot better with the Cowboys now. Tyreek, obviously a question mark. He'll draw the matchup with Bland if he does play, or with Gilmore. Their corners are awesome. I'm with you that I think Tyreek is you can put anybody on him and he will cook them and he will find his. But I don't think he's going to find it often enough with how good this Cowboys defense is and how poor Tua is under pressure, because I think he's going to be under pressure almost the whole time. They should be rushing all 6 guys.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think the Cowboys defense is something that the Dolphins are going to struggle with because their pass rush is so dominant. and they do have a good secondary to back it up. So I look to like the Dolphins at home. They've been very good at home this year. They've won all but one game, and the loss came against the Titans. So it's a question mark of what their offense can be. Like, I think they can hold to anyone in a shootout. It's not like their defense is going to stop the Cowboys. I think Dak and the offense is going to really have a nice resurgence after coming against the Bills defense, where now they can kind of have more freedom and get things done against a porous Dolphins defense. So
yeah, that's where I stand. So I'm going with Cowboys money line plus 105 official play. You can find that on ESPN Bets and Superbook, according to our partner BetStamp. If you have not used BetStamp yet to shop around for the best available line, I highly advise it. Whenever I do podcast recordings like this with DJ, with Rick, I'm always have my BetStamp open, just scrolling through the markets, making sure that I'm getting the best line to give out to you all, and with hopes that line kind of stays near where it is so that when the recording comes out, you guys can also shop for the best line. But why wait for me to say it? Why not shop for yourself and find the best line if the line that I gave you moves? So definitely download BetStamp for that purpose. It's awesome. It's great for bet tracking too. I find it to be a lot less laggy than Action Network. And when you sign up, make sure to use code HAPPY to make sure that you let them know that we sent you. That's code HAPPY. We don't get anything for that. It's just a product that we believe in, and that's why we partnered up with them. We feel like BetStamp's a really solid partner for us. So, yeah, I found both those on there, and that's how I got Cowboys plus 105 on the money line. So my
awesome.
fifth play of the weekend. Let's go.
I might throw the Cowboys in a teaser, despite the total being 50. I don't see them getting blown out against Miami after getting blown out to the Bills, but we'll see. We'll see what happens come Sunday. Let's finish out. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Andy. It's going to be such a fun week. Glad I could do this here with you again. Glad we can get back on track here, recording Sharpen the Public. As always, thank you guys for listening and watching on YouTube. We appreciate all your support. As always, we're here every week breaking down the public betting trends, public betting data, and everything that's going on in the world of the NFL. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you're on YouTube, please follow and rate. If you're on Spotify or any of the other podcast platforms, we appreciate your guys' support as always. Keep following us on Twitter at DJHH Sports and at AndyHH Sports. We're putting out a lot of plays. We got a lot more content coming your way. Things are going to get so much more exciting here as we turn the corner into the postseason, and then even into the offseason. We got a lot of fun plans over at happyhoursports.net. So thank you guys so much.
I love you all. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. The boys bet better with beer.